Good morning. Can I tell you a story this morning? Can I actually tell you a couple stories while I am... Everything's very loud this morning. I don't know what is happening here today. But I have a couple stories to tell you. But first I want to tell you thank you. Because if you and I are connecting here on this magical, amazing platform called social media, it means a lot. So many relationships I have in my life, like relationships I can't imagine my life not having, have been made because of this amazing platform called social media. So if we are connecting here, you know, you're the kind of person who gets social media and who understands it's this really cool resource, I guess, or world or space for us to connect and find each other and find people that have energy like ours that we might not have in our real life. And I think that's so cool that we can actually find people that we vibe with that we might not meet in real life, and we can follow them and learn from them. And I have so many people in my life that I've met from social media that make my life better because of it. So if we have met here and we are friends here, I just want to tell you thank you. And because we're friends here, I want to tell you a story. I want to tell you a couple stories actually. And one of the stories is sort of a continuation of a story that I told you last week that I shared with you about my coach Joy, because, and I want to share some stories about my other coaches too, because I have spent the last few days being, I am walking around being, have you ever seen the Nick Jonas mind blown meme? You know, where he's like I feel like I spend my days walking around as the living embodiment of Nick Jonas's mind blown meme. My mind is blown. Okay, I knew that if I tried to do that, they're not gonna go in. There's ice on my floor every single morning when I do this. First world problems, right? So I feel like I walk around being the Nick Jonas mind blown meme because I am the receiver of these incredible stories of my coaches. This is my favorite thing about coaching. This is one of my most favorite things about life, is watching humans, but especially women, who so often we sell ourselves short, watching humans step into this potential that's already in them. God's already given us the gift, and watching humans actually start to uncover that potential. And it happens in little ways. So for example, Joy, whose story I shared last week, who actually was part of another Beachbody community and just wasn't feeling the vibe and missed it. And, you know, we connected via social media. It's so good every single morning. And she's on our team, just absolutely crushing it. And she is in Joel Freeman's 10 Rounds, his new program, coming out this spring, coming out next month. She's in that test group. And she shared with us yesterday that when she started that program, when she started that test group, she could barely do lunges with 8-pound weights. Good form, 8-pound weights. Yesterday, she did lunges with 20-pound weights, 5 weeks, 6 weeks into the program. 8-pound weights, could barely do them when she started 5 or 6 weeks ago. 20-pound weights yesterday. She was so excited about this non-scale victory. We call that a non-scale victory. But here's what's cool about that, is that confidence, that learning that came from, holy shnikes, look what I just did. Look what I'm capable of, will absolutely translate into every other part of her life, including her coaching business. And she will share that story with other women who don't think that they're capable of doing something like an at-home workout program. She's going to share that story, and she's going to inspire people in her world, maybe via social media too, to understand that, yep, you actually can work out at home and get results in fitness, and health doesn't have to be so hard, that we make it harder than it has to be. From 8 pounds to 12 pounds. So there was like me, Nick Jonas, mind blown meme. Okay, so I'm listening to her share that story. And then I'm watching my coach Amber. I hope I don't cry during this. Sometimes I get emotional when I talk about Amber. So I'm gonna try not to. Okay, good. I've got it under control right now for a moment. And I think Amber can really get to me even more because her husband's in the Navy. My dad was in the Navy. So her husband's deployed right now. And I'm watching Amber lean into her coaching business, lean into her team, lean into this opportunity to create something for her and her family while her husband is overseas serving our country, doing who knows what, who knows where. And here she is, Navy wife at home, holding down the fort. And I watched her this week tap back into a fitness program that had changed her life last year. And just amidst deployment, and they just moved from Chicago to Virginia, and just amidst moving and getting kids settled and her husband leaving and all of that, she'd kind of gotten just a little off track with her fitness a little bit, understandably, right? And so I watched her this week tap back into this program that had changed her life last year because she knew the power of that workout would transmit over into every other piece of her life. And in a time when her life could seem chaotic, her husband is gone, her husband's serving our country, her husband's deployed, she's, taking care of the kids, they've just moved, she's trying to unpack her home, get everything settled, make a home for her children in this new place. She's understanding the power of fitness and health in her life and tapping into that as her, no pun intended, as her anchor, is making everything else in her life so much better. She's leaning into the power. She's journaling now every morning. She's doing her gratitude and goals every morning. She's getting up early every morning. She's rocking her and owning her solid morning routine. She is leaving her house to do her work so that she can be productive. And she's taking care of herself through all these tools in her business that are then making every other part of her life so much better. So again, mind blown, those moments when you think, gosh, this is challenging in my life. And then you look at someone like Amber, whose husband is deployed, and you're like, oh, really? No, actually, no, I don't have that life situation. So, and just to watch Amber tap into the power of everything that we do, the fitness, the nutrition, the community, the personal development, the community, the community, all of that, to watch her tap into that, to make her life better right now in a season of life that might feel a little bit out of control, that is so beyond inspiring. It's beyond inspiring to me. Another new coach, Jen, as I'm watching her literally march forward every day with this fierce determination. Like I can see it in her eyes when I talk to her. And it's so cool because she's another one who, I don't want to say dabbled, that's not right, but definitely did not go all in with this business as a coach. She did not go all in before. And she came to us last year in November, and it's just a decision. It's not any different than deciding to go all in with your fitness or your health or your relationships or she just made a decision. She's going all in, and she is two team members on her own team away from a big rank advancement. And the determination in her eyes to share what she is so bone deep passionate about, what she knows to her core works, the determination in her eyes to share that, mind blown. I mean, it's just this fierce journey of these women tapping into the power of this community, of this business, and that's making every other part of their life so much better. And here's what's so cool about it. I get a front row seat to watch this transformation that is happening every single day, from 8 pounds to 20 pounds. You think that's a small thing? That is such a ginormous confidence builder in every other part of your life. Not even talking about fitness. That's a huge confidence builder. To know that you have a community of women to tap into, to engage with when your husband is deployed and the rest of your life might feel like it's out of control. That's a confidence builder. That's a life changer. To march forward with this determination and and fierceness to share what we do with as many women as possible on this planet. I'm watching them, and I'm watching my other new coach, Eryn, who just moved. Again, we've got these women who are just picking up their lives and creating new ones and using this business and this community as their anchor, as their center. At times in their lives when everything could feel out of control, they're using this business and this community as their anchor because it makes everything better. And I think about who I was before finding Beachbody, before finding this community, and how I was such an overtrainer. Like I would teach a gazillion classes, and I would do trainings, and I'd work out with personal trainers, and I'd run on the weekends, and then I'd wonder why I was always injured and why I couldn't lose weight and why my digestive system was completely off, and I didn't have a community of women, and all that has changed now because of Beachbody. And I'm watching these changes happen in these new coaches and these women who've moved, who have chaos in their life. Eryn, who moved, from Louisiana to Washington, and is building her business in this brand new community and tapping into, again, the community of women that she's a part of to help her settle, to help her feel good about where she is, to help build her confidence, because she knows these programs work. She's been doing them for years, and she knows, she has the most absolute bone deep belief. You just don't stick with something for years unless it works. And I think about myself before Beachbody, and I think about these women before Beachbody, and I think about how our lives are different. And I think about how I listen to them put these dreams on their vision board, and I listen to, okay, I'm not gonna cry at 6:30 in the morning. But I listened to Jen put this big dream on her vision board about a trip to Disneyland this fall that she wants to take, and she wants to make it possible with her business. And I listened to Molly last night, who has a full-time job and yet is so passionate about this business. She goes to a family dinner last night, and she's like, everyone is asking me, Molly, what are you doing? I want a part of it. You are different. Molly, you are different now. And when they say that, they mean that in the best possible way. You are different. She has more energy. She has more zest for life. She's lost some weight. Her whole being, you know how when people just get lighter and they seem to exude light, like that's what's happening with Molly, and people are seeing it, they're noticing it, they're asking about it. And she was sharing with us last night via voice text, and I could hear the emotion in her voice as she was saying, people just want to know what I'm doing, and I want people to understand how easy it is, and that they can do this too. And that brings me to 3 words that I want to ask you as I share these stories. These 3 words, because these are 3 words that I was asked. These are 3 words I ask my coaches. These are 3 words I ask myself every day when I think about big goals and big dreams and big visions and the stuff that scares me. And why would it scare me to put big, huge goals on a vision board? Because that just means I've got to become the kind of person that goes after that, which makes my life better in every way. Here are the 3 words that I have to ask you this morning on this Friday, and they are, why not you? Why not you? Why not you be the person who taps into the power of fitness and lifts a little bit heavier weight and therefore loses a little bit of the life baggage, and now you have confidence in all areas? Why not you to tap into the power of this business when everything else in life feels chaotic, but this business can be your anchor? Why not you to put a big trip to Disneyland on your vision board and march towards that with such fierceness, because you're on a mission to change other women's lives? Why not you move cross country and have a community of women supporting you along the way? Why not you just want to tap into your own health and fitness and get back on track because you feel a little bit lost? Why not you? On this Friday, I'm asking you that question. Why not you? Why not you join my group that starts on Monday, and let's just see what happens, because it could be the thing that you needed to say yes to all along. Why not you?